Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with Faceoff Generation Part 2. I told you I'll be back. But this time I did not come alone. As you see behind me, my wife, she's in her phone. But also I have with me none other than the host, the creator, and the guru of sports, entertainment, and sports in general. Ladies and gentlemen, Captain Ron Johnson.
Wow, I don't think I would have ever gotten a better introduction than that. I appreciate it. Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is Do Not Adjust Your Sets. You are hearing it loud and clear. The captain has returned, and we come in to stir the pot a little bit more.
Oh, yeah, stir the pot a little bit more. And for those who do not know what Face-Off Generation is, we take past, present, living, non-living wrestlers and put them in clash of battles, one-on-one, hell in a cell, you name it, and then we let you, the viewers, vote, debate, repeat, and then but this time we're going to take a month and let you guys vote. Usually I let it settle for a week, but I know in some of these matches you gotta, you just fighting with yourself. You're fighting yourself at work. You're fighting yourself in the car, saying, "Oh, dang, he could win. He could not win." Just going back and forth. So I'll let you guys have a month to decide who you're gonna vote for. Now, Cap, I know you've seen some of the matches on Face-Off Generation's Facebook page, right?
I have.
All right. So let's go ahead and kick things off because I don't know if you saw the match. It was Razor Ramon 94 versus Kane of 2002.
Oh, this is probably the one time we're actually going to look forward to seeing this. Hey, yo. Now, usually at this time, we would sit here and give ourselves a little survey just to see what's going on, see what's cracking. But this time, we don't need to do no survey. This time around, as good as Kane has been, and this is nothing against one of the brothers of destruction. The guy is just that badass. But the thing is that you have a guy who had intensity, who had tenacity, who pretty much had that never say die attitude, and he literally lived that every single time he stepped foot in that ring. Which is why I'm gonna say survey says one more for the bad guys.
Ooh. Okay. I see what you're doing there. I see what you're going with. I mean, you know what? And I said this earlier in part one. I'm going with Razor. I'm going with Razor because honestly, Kane of 2002. Now, if this was Kane of 98, I would have went with Kane. But Kane at this rate, he started to talk. He was friends with X-Pac. At this time he did a couple of goofy angles, and he was not the same Kane before. Nothing to take away from Kane, because Kane, he could still throw down at that time, but with Razor, he was basically on a tear, almost like a tear is like of a Seth Rollins back in the day. But I'm just gonna have to go with Razor.
There's no question about it, man. When it came down to it, I was pretty much in the same boat. I mean, I remember Kane when he first came out. He was intimidated. He didn't say a word. He just went out there and beat the shit out of people, called it a happy day. This Kane that's now, I just can't relate to the guy because I grew up in the generation where people didn't sit here and get too testy about everything that was said or everything that was basically going on in the world.
Right. I have to totally agree with you on that one. Now, let's move things over. I'm playing 2K19, and on your screen you see coming out right now Zack Sabre Jr. and his opponent will be Bob Backlund. We're talking about Backlund in his prime and Sabre Jr. now.
The times have changed. And when those times changed, everything got better. Everything got different. There was always a thing called evolution. And if anybody knows anything about that whole evolutionary phase, it is Zack Sabre Jr. This guy literally sat here, and he's one of those guys that doesn't get a lot of credit. He gets a lot of credit on the indie scene, but as far as main wrestling, as far as the main wrestling goes, he's not getting that credit he deserves. That's why I'm giving him this credit right here, right now.
Oh, dang. Wow. Okay.
Backlund is a technical guy, has always been a technical. He can, but Zack Sabre, I think, is just way too damn talented and way too damn flexible to sit here and get caught up.
You know what? I could agree with you on that, but I may have to disagree with you on this one. I have to go with Backlund. My thing is this. Backlund is like the Chihuahua. You know, as soon as he gets his hands and gets his grip on you, it's gonna be tough to fight out of it. And not saying that Zack Sabre don't have a chance. I just feel like the battles that Backlund had in his early years and even in his prime, the dude just, once he had you on the mat, you were done. Now with Sabre, I like you said, he's very flexible. He's good with timing, but
the biggest question is that can Backlund honestly shut down Sabre, who is pretty much caught in those. So use that cross-face chicken wing. We know that's one of his main things. But the thing is that with this one, is that I think he will find a way to get this one out. I think he will probably sit here and reverse that chicken wing, the pinfall. I see Zack Sabre Jr. winning this thing, and it's still going to be a great match. I see at least a 4.5, 5-star match out of it. I mean, you got a high flyer versus a very technical wrestler. It's going to be fun, and I'm looking damn forward to it.
Right, and as you see in the game, that they're still both filling each other out, and honestly, I could actually see it going just like this in nice. Hook suplex, but man, like I said, I am not taking anything away from both of these because it would be a hell of a match. And this match, the match I had posted up in the earlier part of the season, Dean Malenko versus Tyler Bate, I would have to say it would be in that same caliber.
Exactly. And it's still, I mean, this is still going to be a good match. I mean, Zack Sabre isn't just, just a high flyer. He can sit here and get the job done when it matters. He can sit here and slug it out with the best of them. And I think that when it comes down to it, if it's going to be pretty much becoming a fist fight, I'm going to give it to Sabre. It's going to be just a technical mat mechanics. I'm going to give it to Backlund. But when it all comes down to it, when the smoke clears, it's going to be game over. And I'm still thinking Sabre is going to be the guy who's going to be able to get it done.
That's cool. And shoot. All right, let's go into the next match. This one is actually going to be a three-way bout. You got Johnny B. Bad versus Alberto Del Rio versus the model Rick Martel. And so far on Facebook we have Andrew Cabbage going for the model, and you got Kendrick Jones going for Del Rio.
You know, I can't sit here and go Johnny B. Bad in this one, and the reason I can't go Johnny B. Bad in this one is because of the fact that I lost all respect. I lost all respect I had for Johnny B. Bad. The minute that after the situation that occurred with the Chris Benoit situation, it was just one of those things of where I was just like, he sat here and he didn't really give us anything to sit here and go on. He didn't give us any kind of thing to sit here and said, hey, you know what? I can sit here and I can go this way, I can go this way. No, he spent the majority of that time advertising his shit, which means he must be hard up on money, and sucks to be him. But bottom line is that for this match here, this is going to be a tough one. Those other two guys are going to be just dangerous. Okay. Rick
Okay.
Martel and
Okay.
who was the second one?
Rick Martel and Alberto Del Rio.
Okay, I got this one. And it's going to be his destiny to be the greatest of the great. No matter how much his personal life was in shambles, the man, the myth, the legend, still was arguably one of the best in his rest of his craft. And that's why I'm going to say that the winner of this bout is going to be Alberto Del Rio.
Oh, wow. Dang. Alberto Del Rio walking out. You know what? I didn't catch all of what Johnny D. Bad, a.k.a. Mark Merrill, had to say about Benoit. I mean, I've seen where I think he was just saying, that Benoit was this bad person. And, I have to go back and watch that interview because I definitely had to. I couldn't sit and watch it because it was like, man, it was still, still trying to register it,
Exactly.
But in this triple threat, yeah, I may have to go with, I see an upset. I see a major upset. I'm going with the model.
Oh, you're going with Mr. Arrogance. Mr. You're going with the narcissist Lex Luger before the narcissist was cool.
Right? What you over there listening to? I was just singing. He was like zoned out.
Yeah, we do that from time to time,
Right? Oh yeah, I see him holding the trunks of Alberto. Alberto tosses bat outside. A little trash talk, sneaks in, hold the tights, 1, 2, 3.
I kind of see him actually, if Martel's going to win this thing, that spray is going to come in handy. It's pretty much it. I got him a lot of wins today. I don't see anything different on this one. If Martel wins this one, expect Arrogance to have a role in it.
Oh, dang. Dang. Heck yeah. Shoot, let's go in with the next match. We got Bray Wyatt, The Fiend, versus Lars Sullivan. Now, this Lars Sullivan, I'm not talking about the main roster because we've seen, nothing from him. Like, absence whatsoever. I'm talking about Lars NXT.
The one that dominated NXT. Didn't have to say a damn thing. Just went in there and opened up a can of whoop ass and called it a happy day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to actually go... I am going to give...
Uh-oh. You took a deep breath. Uh-oh. He's going to he's going to have to swallow his pride.
I'm going to go... I have not given this guy much credit, but I'm going to give him credit now. And in NXT he was dominating. Honestly, it was too early for him to be NXT champion, but I can still say here without a shadow of a doubt that he is going to be a very, 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 once he gets his shit together on the main roster, he's going to be good. Or they could just send him back to NXT, because either way, it's going to be going to be good and it's going to be epic. My guess is that this is going to be Lars Sullivan winning this match. That is my upset pick for at least this contest.
Oh wow. Okay. You know what? I was gonna go with Soul. I was gonna go with Sullivan here. I hate this. Usually I don't do this, but I honestly seeing this as a no contest.
Wait, they're just going to beat the holy shit out of each other outside the ring, and then nobody sits here and wins it?
Oh, they're going to take the fight from the ring to the outside to the crowd, even to the backstage. Somebody is either both of them just going to pass out, or somebody's going to get arrested. But like you said, Lars, he was a dominant force in NXT with Bray, or if you want to call him the Fiend. He showed what he can do against Finn, but that was just one match. And I don't.
Honestly,
I don't want to ride
the Fiend train.
Yeah,
the Fiend Express.
Exactly. It's like, guaranteed with Bray. Bray's in control of the character. Yes, the character is great. Will I say the character is better and more entertaining than Lars? Absolutely. But we still have not yet seen what the Fiend can do. I can only go by what Bray has done in the past. And yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Lars.
I got all respect in the world for the Fiend, but in this very case, the Fiend ain't gonna be able to get it done.
Right. All right. Shoot. That's two for Lars. Let's go cruiserweight this time. Let's go with, and I hope I'm not butchering his name, Humberto Canito, I want to say. The young kid that's over in 205 now. It seemed like his face never touched a razor. Like he looks like he's 12. I'm just saying.
Oh, so are we talking about Drake Maverick?
No, not Drake. I'm gonna try to see camera. Bam. Humberto Well, I'm just saying, like, he looks 12.
Okay, so we got the 12-year-old kid versus
Essa Rio.
Oh my God. Oh.
Oh, you totally forgot about him, didn't you?
Oh, it kind of makes it's kind of justified when you think about it. Everybody pretty much forgot Essa Rios. The only thing that was relevant to Essa Rios is Lita, and even Essa Rios knows that.
That's terrible. It's like Essa who? Lita's boy, Matt? No.
The other guy.
The other guy. That's terrible.
But it's honest.
It's honest.
If you were literally to go back into the annals of WWE, and you talk to all these little imitation marks that are out there saying, this, that, and the other about the business, I'm guaranteeing half of them would not know who the hell Essa Rios is. Only those of us who actually grew up in the Attitude Era would know who the hell Essa Rios is.
Dang. It's terrible.
Proven fact.
It's a proven fact. You know what? I'll send you the picture right now. We'll come back to this match. I'll show you who I'm talking about. Let's see here. Send it. Damn it. But because you know what? Now before we came on the air, as I said, I wasn't going to go overboard with the matches, but this one match I had to put on there. So we'll get back to this match as I send this picture over to you. Next match is Big Van Vader, New Japan Big Van Vader versus Tomohiro Ishii. Ashi, I should say.
Now, I'm going with Vader. And I'm going to tell you why.
Ooh, one simple word. Okay.
One name. Mick Foley. We all heard the story about how Mick Foley lost a chunk of his ear in a match against Vader in Japan. So we all know exactly what kind of Vader was there in Japan. Mm-hmm. So I am definitely going to sit here and say that Vader's winning this one, and it's probably not even going to be – and it's going to be one of those close ones, but – I'm thinking Vader's going to pretty much sit here and clean house on this one. I think Vader was just too dominant in his Japan era. He was dominant in WCW for that brief time. I think he kind of lost translation once he got into WWE. But the truth is that It's time. It's time. It's Vader time.
Oh shit! Dang, tell us how you really feel about him. And it looks like across the board on Faceoff Generations Facebook page, everybody is going Vader. Even Earl Tate III said that Vader would put down that stone pit bull in 30 minutes.
That's some interesting time. He's like literally getting it down to the very second.
Right. And we're getting something new. Oh yeah, geez. Justin Baker said 10 minutes.
Wow.
Shout out to Jay Bate. But did you get the picture?
I did indeed get the picture.
Now you know who I'm talking about, right?
Yes. Now I see him. He kind of pretty much looks like Tyson Kidd, only taller.
Dang. Are you saying that Tyson Kidd and Kevin Hart
Tyson Kidd
and Kevin Hart could be teammates?
Tyson Kidd and Kevin Hart pretty much could be brothers if they pretty much play their cards right.
Dang. All right. Now, I didn't set up this match here on the video game, and I didn't set up the match on the page, but I had to do a return match for Face-Off Generations. In one corner, you have coming from splitting up from the Rockers, Shawn Michaels of 92. Now, I know in the game it says 97, but hey, we're talking about Shawn Michaels of 92 that rolled with Scary Sherry, like maybe the early stages, right?
Right.
And then his opponent at NXT, the Velveteen Dream.
Whoa.
2 out of 3 falls.
Oh, this is probably going to be the easiest match I've done all night.
Now, before you pick, now let me explain for a lot of people out there who I know who will probably go with Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels at the time was not really utilizing that super kick. This is the Shawn Michaels that was not even close to that WrestleMania moment in the Iron Man match with Bret Hart. We're talking about Shawn Michaels of 92. Yeah, he may have the experience in tag team and his he had maybe a year, maybe 2 years underneath his belt as a singles competitor after the Rockers. But also know this about Velveteen Dream. Just because he came from the reality show Tough Enough, he actually was teammates with Darren Young. So he had experience underneath him before coming to NXT. So I'll just throwing that out there for everybody who's going to try to say, oh, well, you know, Shawn Michaels, super kick out of nowhere. No, I want you guys to really think. Michaels of 92 versus Velveteen Dream now.
There still ain't no comparison. I mean, I don't even have to think about it. I don't even have to sit here and analyze it. I don't even have to sit here and take another minute. This one is going to be, as I said, the easiest pick I have had this entire tournament. It's going to be Velveteen Dream.
Ooh. Okay. I thought you were gonna pick Shawn. I'm gonna let you break it down.
So here's how it pretty much comes down to. Shawn Michaels, as you already pretty much mentioned, it's not pretty much the Heartbreak Kid. It's not that one from WrestleMania that we all know. This is pretty much the Shawn Michaels that's just now breaking from the Rockers, who's just now getting into a league of his own. He's still pretty much at that status of where he can go. I got some skills, but I don't got the skills enough to sit here and actually beat somebody who literally has what it takes to get it done. And he has proven it time and time and time again. I literally said this. Chris Jericho has said this. Velveteen Dream is going to end up becoming a world champion on the main roster when he gets there. Plain and simple. When it comes out to it for this match, though, only want to see HBK in the purple rain. Maker.
Man. And look, it's a good pick. And there's no wrong pick in this. Absolutely not. It could go either way. Now, the only way that Shawn would win this match is that if Velveteen gets too confident, too cocky.
Which we know he's notorious for.
And yes, Shawn could pull out the super kick at any given time. We even seen Velveteen Dream pull out the super kick at any given time. I don't think his super kick can match up to HBK, but I'm going to have to go with you with this. Velveteen Dream has shown me something over the year that he's been in NXT. He's not up there with guys like AJ Styles. No, he's not up there with guys like Seth Rollins. Can he hang with them? Absolutely. But Velveteen Dream has definitely shown me that he's oozed with confidence. He's very athletic. And I don't think that Michaels of 92 have what it takes to get back-to-back wins. Yeah, I think Shawn will end up winning the first fall. I think Shawn would actually get himself disqualified in the second fall. But Velveteen with this Velveteen, easily with the victory. Pinfall.
Tell you, game over. No matter which way you look at it, the outcome will remain the same. Velveteen Dream will get his biggest victory to date, and he will defeat the Hall of Famer, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Yep, there you have it. And ladies and gentlemen, that's our card. If you want to, please go check it out on Faceoff Generations page on Facebook. Also, please go check out the Royal Cottage. Again, stuff is amazing. I'll definitely leave.
It's delicious.
See? My boy know. Strawberry jalapeno spread. Good stuff.
Yes, I know it sounds weird at first, folks, but trust me, it actually is surprisingly good. I will assure you of that one. And of course, folks, while he's sitting here doing shameless plugs, please feel free to sit here and support your boy Rocket Reese, as he will now be the full-time host of TLC. And of course, welcome in our newest podcast, the Monsters of the Midwest Football Podcast, hosted by myself and Brandon James McGrath. That will pretty much kick off into high gear on opening weekend of the NFL's 2019 season. Folks, if you thought that we were just getting done, no, we're just getting warmed up.
See? Oh yeah. And with Rocket Reese, like I said, congratulations to him. The man definitely earned it, and you picked the right person to take over.
Well, it was either him or Canyon. I figured Canyon wasn't available yet.
Oh yeah. Hey. Like I said, I know Reese for a long time, and you didn't go wrong. I have to say that he did not go wrong. But also, before we get out of here, TCW will be back with his final show, Brawl Mania. You know, cards that are subject to change. I know I don't know the final card, but I do know one of the matches will be the new tag teams of Mission Impossible versus Profits of Pain. Titles will be on the line. So, yeah, get ready for that.
And my clients, the Prophets of Pain, will rise to the occasion and will claim to those tag team titles just in time for that season finale.
There you go. Other than that, I'd like to say thank you all. We will be back next month to show who the winners are of these matches. For myself, Captain Ron, thank you for coming on the show. And to everybody out there, have a good month of August. And as always, peace and take care.
And remember to keep it tight.